A quiet Sunday evening on Syracuse's blue-lit campus for the 36th week of Remembrance. The annual candlelight vigil starts off the honoring of the 270 lives lost on Pan Am Flight 103, including 35 SU students.
We ask you to take a moment to reflect on the humanity lost to senseless acts of violence and to honor victims of terrorism everywhere as we dedicate ourselves to acting forward.
While the case of the bombing of the flight that crashed into Lockerbie, Scotland in 1988 reopens, leaders on campus continue the message of honoring the past while progressing ahead.
When we learn that the lives lost that day were not lost, but they were taken. We could have chosen to hate, but instead we chose to love.
While the tradition of Syracuse students honoring the lives lost on Pan Am Flight 103 continues, the future of the Lockerbie Scholar Program itself that brings students from Scotland to SU is unknown. I reached out to organizers of Remembrance Week about the proposed changes to the exchange program. They emphasized the university's message. After 35 years of this program, they believe it is time to reimagine and expand this program to allow for even more opportunities for Lockerbie students to visit and experience Syracuse University. SU has proposed a new and modern approach to this program, including welcoming 10 to 12 Lockerbie Academy students annually for a one-week immersion experience. But to this year's Lockerbie Scholars, it's an honor that they've been waiting for.
Stepping foot into Lockerbie Academy, our head teacher would always say, like, oh, look at those names on the boards, your name could be up there one day. So it's always been a dream of mine to come here and represent my hometown.
They say the time they get to spend on campus strengthens their connection to home over 3,200 miles away.
The thing that I feel like I've gotten the most out of this is just really feeling very connected to the tragedy and almost becoming more connected with my own emotions, like being here, like connected back home as well. You know, you hear the names, you think of like the children that were at the school that passed away on the ground.
Events like the Candlelight Vigil allow scholars to truly connect to the detailed lives of those affected by the tragedy from almost 4 decades ago.
Organised the name reading, and even doing that, I felt, despite like not knowing any of the victims, I felt a massive responsibility as well tonight, reading the names just to make everyone proud. It's not something I've ever experienced before.
No matter how much time passes or how many people who experienced the devastation firsthand are still around to tell the story, the sun will never set on the legacy of all that was lost on the eve of December 21st, 1988. On Syracuse's campus, Luke Welch, CitrusTV News.